There. Just talk about exam results real quick. So your test one.
I'm gonna.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So your test one results are back, and I think if I remember correctly, there was like a couple that needed to be graded still because of weird things with Canvas and stuff. But the point is, I think the average, I don't know the median yet, but the average is around 80%. Maybe a little higher, maybe like 81, 82. It'll probably be a little higher once we get everything in. But yeah, the average is at 80%. So, not too bad, guys. I was pretty proud, especially of your all's argument one, the zebra thing. You guys did great on that. Almost perfect across the board. Really, really nice on that. Like everyone was getting like 18, 19 out of 20 for the most part. I mean, some people made mistakes, that's fine. But you guys did fantastic on that. The number one was kind of hard. That was hard, right? So that one was like kind of you got it or you get it. Number two, I think most people did well on, which is nice. The whole prove the student wrong thing. 3 and 4, I think for the most part people did good on. 3 and 4, the big things kind of to remember are how you prove for all existential statements. So 3 and 4, like if you have like for all x and d, there exists a y and c, such that like p of x, y, you need to show for every x and d there's a y and c, just the p of x, y. You can't just show it for one. You can't just say, oh, I found an x and I found a y before it works. You can't do that. You have to show it for all of them, right? And importantly, too, pick x, then pick y. What I mean is the order here matters. Saying for all x and d there exists a y and c, this is not equivalent to there exists a y and c such that for all x and d, p of x, y. Some people did that, and they're just different statements. Yeah. So that's something to be careful about there. 4 was kind of the same way. Be careful about the order. Be careful they actually proving if it's a for all statement, you're proving about it for all things, not just one. Showing all the details, that's big. You need to show every single little detail. And 6, the truth table is, oh, here's a big one for people at home. A sound, this is definition. A sound argument, and by the way, everyone can leave. I'm just going through stuff if you're interested. A sound argument is one that is valid and has true premises, all true premises. That's all it means. And a sound or correct. We've also called it a correct argument. So that was just a definition thing. That wasn't anything special there. The big thing I want to talk about, we've kind of talked about, and I hope we talked about before, is that proving a statement is exactly the same as disproving the negation and vice versa. Because the negation is by definition the opposite of a statement. So if you prove the statement true, the opposite of it must be false. The negation must be false. And if you prove a statement false, well, the opposite of it, the negation, must be true. They're literally the exact same thing. And we say proof and disproof. Really, whenever you have a disproof, what you're doing is you're proving the negation. So remember, like if we have a universal statement and you're disproving it, you find a counterexample. That's meaning you're finding an example where it doesn't work. Meaning, like, if you have for all x and d, p of x, you disprove by finding x and d such that not p of x. Or put another way, you're showing there exists an x and d such that not p of x. And this is exactly the negation of this. So disproving the statement is the same thing as proving the negation, and vice versa. It all goes around. The point being, on the test it said either prove the original is true or the negation is true or whatever. That doesn't mean you need to do both because you're just doing the same thing twice. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, decent job. I think 80% average is decent. Any questions, Tori, specifically?
Yeah.